Hey everybody, today we're going to be looking at the Puma evoPOWER 1.2 firm ground boots. Now this is the second edition of the evoPOWER model, and to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed. And here's why. And I'm going to try not to talk about it too much, but ultimately, when they first came out with the evoPOWERs, man, they just ranked so high on my all-time favorite boots. They had this really sweet synthetic top that was really flexible. It form-fit to your foot, and ultimately, what they wanted to do was try to mimic the shape of the foot as much as possible, and limit anything that got in between that, basically. And that was because after doing a whole bunch of scientific research, they basically said that nothing generates more power than, or when striking a ball, than the foot by itself, the bare foot. And so that's what they're going after. So the main change with the newest edition of the evoPOWER, the 1.2s, is this grip text, the top material. It's not bad. It's just a lot firmer. It's a lot more stiff. It takes a lot longer to break in my opinion. And it just really kind of let me down because I had so much hope, and well, not hope, but I just had so much expectation for this boot, especially when the new one came out. I love the design. I think it kind of harkens back to original Puma, looks and feels with the old school stripe, and the color. In my opinion, I always felt like the evoPOWER was the Puma Kings on steroids. And if anybody online wears the Puma Kings, they'll tell you that they're uber comfortable, fantastic boots, fantastic cleats to wear in playing anything, whether you're a rec league soccer player or a professional footballer. I just felt like the evoPOWERs were like Puma Kings on steroids, but in a good way. When they came out with this, it's not bad. It just took a lot longer to break in. I don't feel like it's got the same feel when touching the ball. As you wear more, I guess the matte material kind of breaks down a little bit, and it becomes a little more of a synthetic feel, which is what I really appreciated. But it feels thicker, right? It feels thicker than the other material that came with the original release of the evoPOWER. So I'm a little bit frustrated with that, but regardless, I feel like this boot is a little bit more sturdy and that it will last a little bit longer. After about halfway into the second season of the original evoPOWER, I started to kind of find little chips and the breaking apart of the bottom frame to the top frame. Not much. I mean, they're still kicking around. I still pull them out every now and then to use them because I like them so much. But with these, I'm like 2 seasons in and no issues. Everything works, fits, fantastic. Nothing's broken. The spine is brilliant. It's got this really cool spine, where this GSF spine, that when you pull it back, I mean, you feel the power generated, and that's really what it's meant to be. So I still dig the evoPOWERs. I'm just not a fan of the new upper material. Again, it does kind of wear in as you wear the boot, but it just leaves a little bit to be desired, in my opinion. The other thing that really kind of stood out for me was that they run a little bit smaller than the original release of the evoPOWER. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just this boot in particular, but like a kind of one-off situation with these. But yeah, just ran a little bit small for me. So where I usually like a size 11, I'm gonna have to go with 11.5 with these. So yeah, aside from that, good look, still high quality boot. If you're a midfielder, if you're a defender especially, fantastic boot. Incredibly sturdy on the base. You never kind of feel like you're running on blades, like if you wear like a speed boot as a forward or something like that, a Mercurial Vapor, even the Evo Speeds. You kind of get a sense that you're running on a blade at certain points. Fantastic grip, not with these. You have a very stable base to kind of maneuver, to push off of and grip and turn and generate power, and I think that's what it's ultimately built for. So yeah, if you get a chance, definitely check these out. They're fantastic boots. Just upset about the upper material switch, which, oh, here's the reasoning why. They said that they went with this new material because the old material didn't have a consistent touch and feel in varying weather. I would disagree with that personally. I played in various types of weather, no snow, but rain, some light mist, some wet, wet fields, some dry fields, some dusty fields. I played in some really ghetto kind of leagues as well here in Southern California, and it stood up to everything. It was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the feel of that upper material, man. Just the way you receive the ball. This, it's just a little bit thicker, man. It just doesn't feel as natural, which is funny because the other material is much more synthetic than this. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. The evoPOWER 1.2 firm ground boots. Pretty sweet.